Okay, so no rules corrections, but a slight rule clarification. In the last turn, one of the cultists attacked, and its special ability was it could bring in another cultist. However, all the cultist figures were already in play, so the rules state you can't add additional cultists. However, what I didn't state was that you could optionally kill off one of the cultists already in play. As the keeper, I could just sacrifice one of them and then place it, wherever I want to put it. So I didn't want to do that anyway. I'm happy with where my cultists are, so just wanted to clarify that.
Okay.
The more you know. Do-do-do.
What's that?
It's a commercial in the 80s.
I wasn't around then.
Don't make me feel old.
Sorry.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Right?
Probably not.
Alright. Post in the YouTube comments if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not old.
You didn't say you're old.
The more you know. Do-do-do.
My father's old.
Oh, you. Okay, as you might remember, at the end of the last turn, due to an event card being flipped over, all players got to have a free move. So Gloria is choosing to move into cave number 2, and she doesn't have to evade the cultist because she's wearing
The robes.
the robes. So for Harvey's move, he wants to move into the chasm, but first he's going to have to do an evade check. So he's going to have to roll. Let's see, his dexterity is 3, and it's actually harder to evade these guys, so it's going to have to be a 2 or less.
The skill point.
You're going to use a skill point for Harvey.
Yep.
It's going to have to be a 5 or less. And roll the 4. Very nice. So Harvey gets to move into the chasm with Jenny. Check out his fancy new paint job. It's very nice, Harvey. Work it, buddy. Spin it around. Let's see it. There we go. Work it, baby. Work it. Very nice, Harvey. And Michael, who's finally wearing some pants, he's not going to actually do anything this move. He's going to stay put. I think he's going to plan on fighting that cultist in the room with him. Okay, so we're back to everyone's regular turn. Gloria's going to move once east, and then because she has the password, she's going to be able to move into the crypt.
Ew! This crypt is the second worst thing I've smelled tonight.
Oh dear. Well, let's see what's in this crypt. I think she wants to explore, so we'll see what's under here. We have another clue. You find Marie tied and gagged to a chair. You remove the dirty bandana from her mouth. Quickly, my friend, leave me here. They are preparing something monstrous in the chapel. Go, stop them. Reveal objective. All right, so let's read this revealed objective card. If 4 cultists are in the chapel, reveal this objective and place a Chthonian in the chapel. So my objective during the game has been to try to get these 4 cultists into the chapel. I have not had success because they keep getting attacked by Harvey and his violent compatriots. So it says, keeper wins if the Chthonian is not killed in the next 4 rounds. Okay, so finally, the game has made an error, not me. There is a grammatical error on this card.
Goodness.
You should always double check Fantasy Flight before you send a game to production. The more you know. Do-do-do. Alright. The investigators win if the Chthonian is killed, or if an investigator has clue 1 when the last event card is revealed. So to summarize, I'm going to win if I can get 4 of my cultists into that chapel, convert them into a Chthonian, and then have the Chthonian survive for 4 rounds. And the investigators will win if they can either defeat that Chthonian, or by the time we get to this last event card, if they're still holding clue number 1, which they will be, then they'll win.
Okay.
Yeah, make sense? All right, let's get back to the game. And now we'll keep revealing the cards in the crypt. Let's see what else Gloria has found. She's found a knife. It's a sharp melee weapon. It does 3 damage. And as an action, you can attack a monster in your space or discard this card to test your dexterity. And if you pass that dexterity test, you deal 3 damage to a monster within 2 range. In other words, you can throw the knife. So Harvey, for his move, is going to very carefully move past Jenny so as not to knock her off the bridge into that deep chasm, into the space with the ladder, and then he's going to move a second time onto the ladder space, and that is going to bring Harvey into the chapel. and he's going to have to do a horror check. So he has a willpower of 6. We give him the bonus of 1 for the cultist, 7 or less. And he gets an 8. So unfortunately, Harvey has been horrified one more time. And now for his turn, he's going to attack that cultist.
Go, Harvey, go!
With his bare hands. In a panicked frenzy, you attack your enemy with your bare hands. Test your strength. Harvey's got a strength of 4. He's got to roll a 4 or less. He rolls an 8. It laughs as blood drips down its face. Take 1 horror. So Harvey takes another horror. Alright, for Michael's turn, he is going to attack the cultist that's in his space. He's going to want to be careful. There's a microscope rolling around on the floor beside him. He's going to use a sharp melee weapon. You swing the weapon at your enemy's wrist. Test dexterity. And so Michael has a dexterity of 2.
2. Skill point, please.
And so we're going to use a skill point. It's going to give him a bonus. He's going to have to roll a 6 or less. And he rolls a 3. You cleanly slice off one of its hands.
Ew.
Deal weapon damage and stun the monster. So the axe does a damage of 4, which with the 1 already on it would bring the total to 5. And 5, I believe, is enough to kill this monster it is.
Woo-hoo.
So well done, Michael McGlenn. And now Michael's going to move 2 spaces. 1, jumping over Jenny. Jenny's really in the way there.
Sorry.
And Jenny, what are you going to do for your turn? 1.
2. Attack!
All right, Jenny's going to attack the cultist in the room, and she's using a ranged weapon. Right before you pull the trigger, your opponent screams and charges you. Test willpower. So Jenny's willpower is 7. She rolls a 6. You coolly fire into its chest. Deal weapon damage. So we're going to do 3 damage to this cultist.
He has a health of 6 and he does 1 damage.
Excellent. Alright, so I'm back. It's the keeper turn. And what have we learned here? Well, we now know that 4 cultists in a chapel can turn into 1 Chthonian. Okay. I think about 15 people, at least, just unsubscribe from our feed. We've got to kill that joke. All right. Come back to us, subscribers. Come back to us. Okay?
Now 25 just unsubscribed.
Rats. Okay, I'm going to just get on with my turn. All right, I'm going to pick up 3 threat tokens, and I am going to move 1 cultist.
Horror check!
Horror check, that's right, into the room with Jenny and our friend Harvey. So Jenny, what do we figure out? She has a willpower of 7.
7 plus 1.
Plus 1, 8 or less. She gets
4.
a 4 and she passes. Harvey has a willpower of 7 or less will be the total. You have to roll 7 or less. 5, it's a pass. I'm going to spend another threat token. I'm going to move this cultist 1, 2. And then I am going to spend my last threat to move a cultist 1 space in here.
Horror check!
Horror check again. Alright, Jenny. You're going to need, again, what was it?
8 or less.
8 or less. Ooh,
10.
It's a 10, so we're going to give...
My first horror!
Alright, there you go. And Harvey. 7 or less, Harvey.
9.
9.
Another one.
Harvey's just piling up on the horror here. Okay, so now it is my turn to attack. Yes. So the first cultist is going to attack, and he's going to attack. We're going to go for Harvey. Your assailant attempts to sink its teeth into your shoulder. Nice. Test your dexterity. Perfect. So his dexterity is quite low. 3 or less. It's an 8, it's a fail.
It only does 1 damage.
It bites you and pain shoots through your arm and shoulder. The monster damages you. So we're going to put 1 damage on Harvey. It's going to bring Harvey down to 1 health left.
Woo. Harvey could die right here.
Yes.
Our pro wrestler could die.
So my second cultist is also going to attack Harvey. Now remember, when an investigator dies after the objective card has been revealed, that investigator does not get replaced. Okay, wrong attack card, so sorry that was a little bit anticlimactic. Let's try that again. Here we go, monster attacks. With no sense of self-preservation, your enemy lashes out at you. Test your dexterity. Again,
This could
3
change
or less.
the game right here.
This is a game changer. Let's do it.
Well, him and Kate are gonna be having together. They were like best friends, so I guess it's okay for Harvey.
Could end well for her.
They
This
can
could
go
be a
read
happy
books
ending.
together.
Yes, that's right. Happy reunion in hell.
They
Go
didn't do
ahead.
anything wrong. That's you.
Yeah, they did something wrong. And it's a 9. This is sad. I actually feel guilty as the keeper doing this to Harvey. He's fought the good fight. He's had a good life, right?
Yeah. He just got a new paint job too.
I know, it's sad. I wasted a whole afternoon on Harvey. Harvey, we'll miss you. And if we feel bad, you know for sure, Gary Tanner in California is also feeling kind of glum right now. That was the player that was controlling Harvey during this game. We want to thank Gary for playing with us. Yeah, you did a great job. And I hope you stick around to see how the rest of your investigators fare. Maybe you're rooting for us now.
No,
Probably
he's
not.
Rooting for the
Yeah,
investigators.
I figure you're probably right.
Yeah.
Well, now my cultists have one less target, and this cultist here is going to attack Jenny, of course. The monster makes its special attack. Let's see here. All cultists in the room start chanting, "Test your luck." So what's Jenny's luck?
Oh my goodness, it's 2.
Do you care to use... Oh yes, you cannot use a skill point to boost your luck.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to have to be a 2 or less.
Jenny dies right here.
Let's find out. At 10, it's an absolute fail. You fall to the floor, gasping for breath. You take 1 damage per cultist in the room.
It's only 3.
3 damage.
Whatever. We're gonna give Jenny a 3 damage.
There you go. And last, but not least, we're going to do the event step. I'm going to put a token on there. This event card has room for 4 more event tokens, and then that card will be revealed. Yeah. Good turn. Sad turn.
Sad turn.
Game changer. Let's see what happens next.